What's up, champ? I'm Vince Delmonte of GeneExpressionTraining.com. In this workout, I'm going to show you the 5 most effective fat-burning exercises for men. All right, we're going to turn this into one of my favorite go-to workouts, one I want to shred fat without a lot of time. This is something that I've been doing for years. I've been teaching this for years, and they're called barbell complexes. All right, just because it's called complex, it doesn't mean it's complicated. It's actually quite simple, but I will say it's very, very hard. It's gonna make you sweat like never before. You're gonna suck for air. Your muscles are gonna scream. Your heart's gonna jump out of your chest. You are going to be in the hurt box. So as long as you're committed to putting yourself into the hurt box for 10 to 20 minutes at a time, you will shred fat faster than ever before. All right, you're gonna increase your metabolic rate. You're gonna burn more energy during the workout and after the workout. You're not gonna destroy your joints walking away on a treadmill or a step mill or an elliptical, which is literally just, frankly, a waste of life. And this is gonna not only make you look like a badass, but it's gonna make you feel like a badass. I'm gonna take you through the workout, and I'm just gonna walk you through the exercises and how it's done and how to progress it. All right, let's get started. Exercise number 1 is a military press. In other words, an overhead shoulder press with the barbell. All right, we're gonna be using this weight for the entire workout. I'll tell you how to pick your weight in a second. We want to keep our core strong. We're driving our feet through the ground, and we're focusing on being strong and explosive here. This is not a workout where we're focusing on intent and really squeezing the muscle. Exercise number 2 is front squat. If you have the flexibility, you want to put this onto your shoulders without re-racking it how I did and then taking it off. I just don't have the flexibility to do that. Front squats here for 7 reps. All right? After you've done 7 front squats, you are going to flip the bar and go into Bentover Rows. We are doing these for 8 reps. All right? After 8 Bentover Rows with an overhand grip, again, you see we haven't changed our grip at all. We're going right into deadlifts. We are doing 9 deadlifts, all right? And we're just bringing the bar a little below the knee so that we can create more tension on the muscles. So we're not setting the bar down and pulling it back up. From 9 deadlifts, we're going to 10 back squats. You're gonna flip the bar up over your head. Be careful here. This will be the toughest part of the workout. And you're gonna go into 10 back squats. Once you've done that, you've completed 1 round in the workout. The sequence of those exercises is critical. If you change the order of those exercises, you're gonna pay for it, all right? We're focusing on the weaker body parts to the stronger body parts. They were sequenced on purpose. A lot of people that write complex workouts, I've seen them, I'm like, how the heck, this doesn't make any sense. All right, when you do this workout, you'll see, oh, okay, I see why I do shoulder press and front squats and bent over rows. You'll see why it's sequenced in that order, okay? It accommodates fatigue setting in from the smaller muscle groups, all right? You'll also notice that we're increasing the reps with each exercise. So it goes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then repeat, all right? What we want to focus on doing within the fixed amount of time is getting stronger, all right? The goal is not to do these for 30, 40, 50 minutes. We want to act like a sprinter. We want to focus on getting faster. We don't want to turn ourselves into a marathon runner and become efficient. We want to be inefficient. That's why the goal is to add more weight each week. So a lot of you guys who've never done these before will start off with 65 or 75 pounds as a male. All right, you're gonna add 10 pounds to the bar each week. The time never changes. You're always gonna do 20 minutes. But what I want you to focus on doing is doing more rounds in 20 minutes with more weight. That's your challenge. I'll just give you guys a benchmark. What I did myself, I ended these in the springtime. Sorry, not springtime, yeah, but spring, summertime. I did an 8-week cycle with these, and I got up to 115 pounds, so the weight you see me doing in this video, for 10 rounds in 28 minutes. So if you can beat that, you're better than me. So there's a little challenge for you. A lot of people ask me and say, hey, how many rounds is good in 20 minutes? At least 10, all right? At least 10 rounds. Now, for me, it took me a little longer, so I've got a lot of room where I can improve. I'm gonna try and bring that down, but you'll see for yourself it's pretty tough, all right? So start with 20 minutes, aim for 10 rounds. That might take you 8 to 16 weeks, all right? As long as you're making progress each week, you will be losing fat, and this is gonna really crank up your metabolism. It's gonna help you keep muscle mass as you're shredding fat. It's gonna make you look harder. It's gonna give you a more sculpted physique. It's going to give you an opportunity to rehearse some key exercises. And these things are really good for managing stress. A lot of people who can't lose fat, they're doing too much cardio. It increases cortisol levels. Bringing in shorter, more intense workouts help manage cortisol better, help you maintain testosterone levels. So this style of workout is the entire premise of an entire program I've actually created. It's called Shredded in 6, and it's just a series of barbell complex workouts, ones like this, plus strength circuit workouts, which are a little different. I'll show you guys those in another video, that teach you how to shred fat with weights in a very short period of time. And that way you can stop going on the treadmill for 20, 30 minutes after your weight training sessions, or going to the gym early in the morning to do cardio. I'm telling you guys, that the more cardio you do, the more efficient you'll make your body at storing fat and utilizing less fat per unit of time. All right? The research, the physiology on this is very, very clear. All right? We always want to train our body to become inefficient. All right? We're always trying to make the workouts harder. We're always trying to do more in less time. That's the mindset you have when you're trying to sculpt your physique. All right, unless you're an endurance runner and going for performance, the rules change. But if you're looking for a sculpted physique, you got to start doing complexes once per week on a Saturday. You don't need to do more than once per week. If you can do more than once per week, you're not doing them properly. All right, you're sandbagging it. So step it up, get the weight up a little more, and these will put you on the floor. All right, a lot of people do 2-3 rounds and are like, holy crap, I'm gassed. Build up to 10 rounds. It's going to take time, but once you do, you'll look like a badass. You'll feel like a badass. That's my challenge to you. If you want the entire Shredded in 6 system, where there's over 12 months worth of workouts like this, click the first link in the description or the link on the screen, and you'll be taken to a short page which will tell you more about the effectiveness of these brief but brutal non-cardio fat loss workouts. All right, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys want me to cover in upcoming videos, comment section below. If you enjoyed that, if you're going to give that a try, give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. See you soon.
All right, let's be honest. I know you are looking for the easy way to lose belly fat and get abs. And who isn't, right? I mean, why would you do it the hard way if you could do it the easy way? Well, how can you actually do it without exercise though? If you watch videos like P90X or other YouTube videos, you're probably assuming you have to do 3 hours a day of plank. That's not necessarily true. Now in this video, I want to share with you guys how to actually lose belly fat as best you can without any exercise whatsoever. Hey guys, I'm Alex Hine, author of the book Master the Day. Now, in regard to losing belly fat, the very first thing is to understand where your baseline is. So for example, when I say baseline, I mean male versus female. Your age, your historical weight, and your historical body fat, even your body type. For example, you may have been a leaner person genetically. You may have been an overweight person slightly genetically. Those are going to affect certain things. For example, there is some research suggesting that different people have different amounts of carb tolerance. So a lean person may be able to eat more carbs and gain less fat than someone who's less carb tolerant. That's just an unfair fact. The other thing is your age and your gender. Obviously, your 22-year-old body is going to be different from your 52-year-old body. There are many women I know that they're doing fine in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, and then they hit menopause, suddenly gain weight despite eating right and working out. And plenty of men that reach out to me in their mid to late 30s, as soon as they get really sedentary, maybe their sleep is getting messed up from having kids, they're pounding back 3 cups of coffee a day, or they're having a drink every night, and they're noticing the belly fat creep up. What also matters is your body type to begin with. For example, some people, they have a lot of fat accumulation from their waist down. This is kind of that stereotypical pear-shaped body. Now for other people though, they're pretty lean. So the very first thing here for losing belly fat is to understand where your baseline is. Are you naturally leaner? Are you naturally slightly more overweight? What gender are you and what age are you? Because these are all going to be factors that come into play. The second thing here is that having a flat stomach is still at a high level dictated by calories at the end of the day. For example, look at me as an extreme example in my late teens. I was doing no ab exercises and I was doing no exercise whatsoever besides playing video games all day. But because I ate a healthy diet where I was raised, and then when I went to college, I still ate healthy and cooked, I had a really clear six-pack. Now, I wasn't fit at all. I was severely underweight. That was just genetically how I was. But what I'm trying to say is with no exercise, no planks, no ab exercises whatsoever, I still had abs, which should go to suggest that it's actually more about your body fat levels instead of doing exercises in order to get abs, all right? That's actually very important. So whatever method you want to go about, having the lower calories is up to you. Two of the things I recommend that are easy are intermittent fasting. For example, trying the ratio I suggested in the intermittent fasting video previously, or adopting a more low-carb diet, which tends to be for people the two easiest ways that I've seen in order to eat better, which generally is, in my experience, the easiest way that people can actually eat less calories without feeling like they're eating less calories. The third thing here is to add 30 grams of protein to each meal. I've had clients do this that are both vegan and vegetarian, as well as carnivores that eat meat. What I find is that with people eating 30 grams of protein per meal, they are way more full, they naturally crave way less carbs, their blood sugar is more stable, they have better energy, and they lose more body fat. So one of the reasons is that higher protein is going to increase the proper levels of, for example, testosterone, and also a lower carb diet is going to assist in rebalancing some of the hormones. For example, cortisol, estrogen, testosterone. So besides the 30 grams of protein with each meal, which could mean some eggs, it could mean a piece of meat, it could mean beans and rice or something else. Besides that in particular, the strictest version of losing belly fat without any exercise whatsoever would be basically a strict specific carbohydrate diet or a strict paleo, which would be basically just meat, plants, and fats. So almost every one of your meals would look something like this, where you have, for example, eggs, fats, and vegetables, salmon with a ton of vegetables and fats, chicken or steak with a ton of vegetables and fats. And that's been, in my experience, the most cutting end of a diet, where that's difficult for most people, but it's also the most effective in terms of losing body fat, staying full, and still being pretty healthy at the end of the day, because you're still getting protein, fats, and you're getting some carbs via the vegetables. So I hope that helps. As far as the primer goes on losing belly fat without exercise, now at the end of the day though, it's going to depend on you. And for most people, it actually probably will take exercise. You can lose belly fat without the exercise, but to get the level of toning and the level of cutting that most men and women want, it's probably going to take exercise at the end of the day to build more muscle mass and lose more belly fat, and you're going to just look toned and fitter overall anyway. So I hope that helps. Remember, your tiny daily habit for today is to understand, look at where you are, adjust it based on your unique circumstances. You still have to decrease calories at the end of the day. Whatever way you do that doesn't really matter. Try having 30 grams of protein with each meal, or going the most strict, which is a strict paleo. That's the best way to get the results I've seen without any exercise. But remember, you may need exercise to go the whole way to get the results you want. What's up guys, it's Alex. I hope you like this video. The best way to stay in touch is to grab my totally free guide, 5 daily habits to help you lose your next 20 to 30 pounds. And if you like this tiny daily habits approach to not only getting fitter, but unlocking that 10 out of 10 success in your life, check out my book, Master the Day, both in the description there below or on Amazon. And if you send me your receipt to alexander@modernhealthmonk.com, I'll send you a 2-hour bonus video course for free.